Welcome back, everyone. Michael here with Offshore Citizen. Today we're going to talk once again in our continuing trend about countries that are offering competitive tax plans to attract people. In this particular case, Greece. We're going to discuss their flat tax for high income earners. So stick around. I'm going to give you the details on that and whether, it might be something for you to check out, as well as the pros and the cons of it. Before that, if you haven't already, please click the subscribe button, click the notification bell to make sure you don't miss out on any of the videos. If you're interested at all in the subjects of international tax planning, asset protection, how to pay the lowest legal amount of tax possible, how to get a second citizenship somewhere else, second passports, unofficial passports, residency schemes, etc., please reach out to me. You can book a call, credit.fm/Michael Rosmer. There's a link below, or you can check out our websites, offshorecitizen.net, offshorecapitalist.com. All right, so I mentioned in some of the previous videos about how there is this trend, which I think is really good, at least for people like us, which is that a bunch of these Southern European countries, and I think we're going to see some of this a little bit more broadly, are starting to engage in tax competition. So what's happened is they've done this, hey, we want to be socialist, we want to raise our taxes, provide services, etc. thing for a while. And they've involved themselves in, say the European Union. There was a lot of tax coordination that's taken place, likewise in the OECD. And, kind of this trying to go after tax havens, trying to root all of those people out so that, hey, listen, you have to pay our high taxes. But the reality is that countries like Greece, like Italy, like Portugal, etc., are discovering that, hey, listen, people are not that likely to come and move to your country. And when you don't have enough money, you have to do austerity. Austerity doesn't work so well for you. 10 years later, you're still having problems. And now this year, things get much worse. What are you going to do? Well, what you have to do is you have to attract people who are going to bring value to your country. And so we've talked previously about the pension scheme. We've talked about the digital nomad scheme. Today, we're going to talk about the Greek program, which allows you to have a flat tax. And this is kind of following after Italy. They have another one. I'll do a video on the Italy program as well. But it's pretty compelling if you're interested in going and moving to Greece. And I always advise people, I say, listen, people will call me and they'll say, hey, where should I go? What are some options? It's like, well, it starts off with where do you want to live, right? Because to me, there's no point in living in a place that you hate in order to save some money on tax, right? The whole point of making money is to enjoy your life and to be able to, have a better quality of life, etc. So that's worth considering. But that being said, a lot of people love Greece, right? They love the laid back life, they love the weather, etc., etc. And there just happens that you have an opportunity to invest in Greece. You could, buy property on one of the islands in Crete or something like that, and you could take advantage potentially of a pretty low tax rate. So how does this work? So first of all, you must make it your tax residence. Like you have to shift your tax residency to Greece. That's part of the requirement of this. You need to actually have substantial presence there in order to justify saying, hey, I'm genuinely a Greek tax resident. Okay, that's the first requirement. Number two, you have to commit to buying at least €500,000 of property within 3 years, okay? If you do that, they will give you a flat tax of €100,000 a year. Now, €100,000 a year is not, an insubstantial amount of money. I remember back in the day when Labuan used to charge, it was about $4,000 a year as a flat tax, right? So €100,000, not insubstantial. However, on $1 million a year income, okay, or €1 million a year income, I guess, that's a 10% tax rate. At a €2 million a year income, that's a 5% tax rate. Well, now you're talking about competitive with almost anywhere else, right? There's very few places that you can get lower than a 5% tax rate. And, potentially you get to live in a place that it's sunny, you like it, etc., assuming that, you like Greece. However, it gets better, okay? If you're willing to invest €1.5 million, then you can get a €50,000 flat tax, okay? So again, now if you're making €1 million a year, that's 5%. At 2 million years, 2.5%. That's like what Barbados used to be back in the day, right? So very, very competitive. And this is personal tax, by the way. This is not corporate. So, you can really, really pay attention and benefit to getting money into your personal name. If you invest €3 million, you can pay €25,000 a year in tax. So very competitive, right? I mean, most people who are high income earners virtually anywhere is going to pay more than €25,000 a year. So I think it's a very, very fair amount. Of course, for Greece, they know that you're living there, you're going to boost their property market, you're probably spending locally, therefore they're going to get some VAT. Maybe you have a vehicle, you're driving, you're paying for taxes on the gas, and so on and so forth, right? So they're getting some benefit out of you, and so great, that is the way that it goes. So is this a good one for you? Well, obviously from a tax rate standpoint, it's pretty attractive for high income earners, right? So a lot of our clients are well into the 7 figures, some are into the 8 figures. And so, pretty compelling. There is maybe a little bit of concern around it, which is, all right, buying property in Greece carries with it, some negativity in terms of the regulations, in terms of, how they're going to tax you on the property, etc. And Greece is certainly a place that has not built a strong reputation in terms of the trustworthiness with taxpayers and high income earners, right? So it's questionable, all right, this might be good. Let's say that they give this to you, in theory they're saying, I believe they're saying it's a 7-year thing that they're giving you. But let's just say, they can say whatever they want, right, is the point. Now, might they change that in the future? Well, you could probably challenge them in court if they did, et cetera, et cetera. But, let's say that you invested 3 million euros in property. Well, you're kind of stuck there, right? Like you have certainly a tie to Greece, which is, tough to shake. The other thing is that Greece is not really good about giving citizenships, although under their legislation you can supposedly get it. They're not a big fan of giving citizenships to foreigners. So these things are worth considering. I think that for the right person, this is a great opportunity. And certainly if you want to combine it with some other program, etc., it's easy to get residency there. Fantastic, right? You can go and you can take advantage of it. So there is a group of people who will probably rush to this program and think it's fantastic, and good for them. I have some friends and clients who, to them, the best quality of life in the world is in the Greek islands. They love it. They love the Mediterranean life. Perfect. For some other people, Athens is not an amazing world-class city for sure. If you're into the urban life, that sort of thing, it's probably not for you. But, maybe you'd be willing to go and spend half a year there or so in the summer, enjoying the sun, enjoying the islands, relaxing, etc. Who knows? So anyway, tell me what you guys think. I would love to hear it in the comments below. And if you have any questions, please let me know. If you're interested in the program, please reach out to us. If you're interested in other opportunities, hey, where else can you go to pay lower tax? Where is it that you can get a second residency? Where is maybe an easier access to a passport, a European citizenship, whether official or unofficial, etc. Are you interested in forming companies, opening bank accounts, etc.? Reach out to us. Let us know. You can book a call with me, clarity.fm/Michael Rosmer, the link below, www.offshorecitizen.net and offshorecapitalist.com. And please click the subscribe button, click the notification bell to make sure you don't miss up on any coming videos. And if you like the video, like the video. So if you're not, tell me why in the comments. We will see you guys on the next video.